We have more leaked news and information in regards to the new M16 service carbine that was added to GTA Online with the Criminal Enterprises update, but still remains officially unreleased for players to use. Today on the show, we will be breaking down all of the new information we have in regards to that M16 service carbine, as well as my previous video did show you exactly how you'll be able to unlock the weapon using the new collectible locations when it does officially release. You can feel free to check out that video that I'll have linked in the description. This video has more details that you want to find out about. So if you enjoyed this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you want to stay up to date and in the loop with everything GTA Online, Red Dead Online, and Rockstar games, consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. So, jumping into the new M16 service carbine information and news, this is coming from WildBrick142, who has also broke the news on how exactly players can unlock this weapon in GTA by finding weapon components scattered across Los Santos and collecting them to assemble the weapon. And that was a few days ago that we reported on it. But today, WildBrick states, we have extra information on the new M16 service carbine. There's another option to just buy the gun for $370,000. I don't know if it will be released at the same time or slowly rolled out for players. Picking up components gives you a 2-star wanted level, so watch out for the police, and the crime scene spawns seem to be painfully rare. So that's interesting news. It turns out we don't actually have to go around and assemble the weapon if we don't want to. We can just go to Ammunition and acquire one for $370,000 in a matter of seconds, saving all that time. Now, if the weapon is free by collecting the weapon parts and there's no fee at all for that M16 service carbine, then I would probably still recommend that, as I'm sure you can collect all 5 pieces to the weapon before you earn $370,000 by playing missions, offsetting your expenses. But either way, it's still totally viable and it's up to you. Do you want to save time and get the weapon now, or save money and unlock the weapon after playing the game for a half hour or so by finding all the spawns? But depending on how rare those spawns actually are, and say for example you get unlucky and have to come back and visit all the locations 5 or 6 times before you get all 5 weapon components and get the crime scenes to spawn, then it may just be advised purchasing the weapon and eating the cost. $370,000 is a lot for newer players, but for people who have been grinding Cayo Perico and just like the long-time GTA Online players, it may just be worth buying the weapon. Now, for anyone wondering, WildBrick has posted the locations of the collectibles that you can access right now to see early before you can unlock the new weapon. They said unlocking the service carbine requires you to collect 5 components: a barrel, a magazine, a receiver, sights, and a scope, which can be found at randomly spawning crime scene locations around southern San Andreas, and there are 10 possible crime scene locations in total. Now remember guys, this gun is still not yet obtainable. The method that we just mentioned is what's been leaked thus far, and it's still unknown when Rockstar is going to add this new random event, since they haven't made any specific announcements on the matter as of yet. This tweet just shows off all 10 supposed locations, and if you're looking to unlock this weapon as fast as possible when it does officially release, using a vehicle with great mobility such as the Oppressor Mark II to quickly get around all 10 possible locations is highly advised. Now, it is worth noting though that some players are getting it out of nowhere and they're reporting on that, but that's supposedly based on whether they have a modded account or not, so you can definitely see gameplay of it online. However, regular players without an unlock tool should not have access to the weapon just yet. When Rockstar officially unlocks it for players to assemble, despite it already being in the game files currently, that is when the 10 collectible locations are going to help you out, and I highly advise that you hop on to grind them out so you can be one of the first to use this coveted new weapon in GTA Online. Most assault rifles in the game tend to be pretty good, and the service carbine is definitely a good option too, just according to the early gameplay. Its recoil is below average, and it's capable of taking out other players with 10 body shots. But let's just check out some of the official stats of this weapon real fast. The official stats are a decent guideline on basically seeing how good of a gun this is in GTA. Compared to the popular Carbine rifle Mark II, the service carbine, which is the M16, deals slightly more damage, it has a very comparable fire rate, similar accuracy and bloom, but it does have slightly more vertical and horizontal recoil. Now, based on the early gameplay footage as well, those stats seem to line up really well with what we just mentioned. The extra damage can also come in handy in finishing off some enemies, especially for players who can't aim for headshots reliably and consistently. Whether or not the stats of this gun are going to change when it officially releases remains to be seen. GTA Online players have been scrambling to learn how they can get the service carbine, so it's vital for the excited community to know that the weapon is still not out yet. Rockstar Games has drip-fed tons of content throughout updates before, and for better or for worse, it's no different here in the Criminal Enterprises DLC expansion for GTA Online. I just wanted to bring you this short little video explaining the recent new leaks and info and news we have in regards to the M16 Service Carbine. I know a lot of players really want to unlock this weapon, including myself, so stay strong out there. I'm sure it's going to arrive soon. I really can't imagine Rockstar making players wait several event weeks before releasing it for everyone. I would honestly guess it would come next Thursday with the next weekly event and tunables update, but that remains to be seen. With all that being said, we're going to wrap things up right here. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best GTA Online, Red Dead Online, and Rockstar Games content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. That being said, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will leave you guys with some gameplay of the new M16 Service Carbine. See you guys in the next GTA Online video. Adios, amigos.